Hi, my name is Brady Gaster, and I work for the Microsoft Windows Azure Evangelism team. This demonstration is going to show you how you can take an existing database-backed website, specifically one that runs atop Microsoft SQL Server, and migrate that website up to Windows Azure websites, as well as showing you how to migrate your existing database up to Windows Azure SQL databases. A lot of customers have said they really like all the demonstrations that we've got, but most of those demonstrations show you how to get started with a brand new site. So the purpose of this is to take an existing site with an existing database and push it up into Windows Azure websites. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. What you'll see here is the SQL Server 2012 client tools. It's a new set of tools, kind of like SQL Management Studio, but this one's for 2012. You can actually communicate with SQL 2008 databases as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check this box that says Save to Windows Azure, because what I'm going to do is to take an existing database on my local computer and push that database up to Windows Azure Storage as a blob. So what I'm going to do here is click Manage Keys. I'm going to copy out my key and paste that into this box right here. And now I'm going to click Connect. If I wanted to, I could save that key. I won't do that now. But what that's going to do is it's going to give me the option to select the container into which this backpack file is going to be uploaded. You'll see there's kind of a confirmation screen. And I'll click Finish. And that's going to basically take that database and send it up into the cloud as a blob. So now you see that everything's successful. So what I'll do is I'll close this guy. And now I'm going to log into the Windows Azure Websites portal, and you'll see I'm going to go ahead and import this database. And this dialog is going to pop up, and it's going to give me the opportunity to search through the individual blob containers that I have to find the backpack file that I just uploaded. So I'll select this backpack file, click Open, and now what I'll need to do is to select the subscription in which I want to create a new database. I'm going to go ahead and create a new database and a new database server. So right here I'll just enter in my username. Give it a super secure password right here, and then I'm going to come over here and click OK, and this is going to complete the process. And you'll see that what's happening now is that database is actually being imported from the blob that I just stored it into. And once this is all completed, we'll have a brand new database online inside of a brand new Windows Azure SQL database server. Just a second, it'll all be complete. And there we go. We've already imported that database into a brand new SQL server. And I'll just refresh my browser here. Once that comes back, we'll see a fourth database added to the list of databases that I have running in Windows Azure. And there we go. Now we've got this PeopleDB that I've just created right up in Windows Azure SQL databases. Now I want to go back to the dashboard, go to Websites, click New, click Create. I'm just going to give it a quick little name, Person App. And I'll select my subscription here again. Now I'll click Create Website. What that's going to do is this is going to go out and create a brand new website for us directly in Windows Azure Websites. And now that that's created, I'm going to go ahead and click that to load up the website dashboard. I'll scroll down over here and I'm going to select Download Publish Profile. Before I do that, I'm going to go over here and click this Linked Resources button because I want to link this database directly to the PeopleDB that I just finished creating, or rather importing from a blob. Go ahead and enter in the password here that I created. I'll click Complete. And what that's going to do is it's going to link this website to this database. I'll show you why I want to do that here in just a second once we download the published profile. So there we go, linking. It's already linked up and everything's ready to go. So I'll go back to the dashboard here, scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to click on Download Publish Profile. And the Download Publish Profile link basically just downloads an XML file so that Visual Studio knows how to publish my website up into Windows Azure Websites. And it also contains database connection information that I'm going to use in this screen right here. You'll see there's my database connection string for the database that I just ran. And I'm not using any migrations on this because it's a website that I've already been running with a database that I've already got data in, so I don't really need to do any scaffolding. You'll see there's the site. It's all online, ready to go. I'll just click on Create New here. I'm going to add an additional person to the database just to show you that we are indeed saving data back and forth to that Windows Azure SQL database. And there it is. So we've got a new item in the list, and we're done. So in just about 5 minutes, I've been able to take an existing website and an existing SQL database and upload that database's backpack file into Windows Azure Blob Storage, and then re-import that backpack file into a new Windows Azure SQL database. And then I've deployed the site, and the deployment dialog, actually, when you saw the connection string, whenever I push that site up to Windows Azure websites, it will actually take that connection string and stick it into my config file, so that I'm no longer accessing my local database. Instead, I'll be accessing the database that's running out in Windows Azure. Hope you've enjoyed this demonstration and that it's shown you how easy and painless it is to take an existing site and database and push it up into Windows Azure. You don't have to start new. You can actually migrate your existing sites today. Pretty easy. Hope you've enjoyed this. Have a great day.